What's up, everybody? Tim from Ready Made RC. Wanted to do an unboxing video of this cool new plane we got from OMPHobby. It's Ohio Model Products. It's pretty cool since we're in Ohio. It's the ZMO FPV. It's a VTOL FPV plane. The version we have now comes with a DJI transmitter and camera. Can be linked to your DJI goggles and the DJI remote control. Should be able to use regular controller too. So we took a look at this already real quick. We're going to do an actual unboxing to look at it closer. We think it's really cool. So let's just dive in so we don't spend too much time on it. So the first thing we noticed is this has a really cool molded foam box that I can't seem to get out. There we go. Try to knock our light down. Watch Tim awkwardly remove a box. All right, so this kind of impressed us right off the bat. Not sure you would want to ship it necessarily in this, but if you're like transporting it on a plane, it might work. A little bit big for a carry-on maybe. Molded foam case with nice hinges and latches, and all kinds of room for the equipment. So really impressed with this box, and it kind of gets their attention right off the bat. And everything's really packed well in here to keep it from moving around. Has a spot for the DJI remote and more batteries. It does come with one battery. It's an OMPHobby 5100 4-cell. Kind of its own special configuration, and I think we'll see why here once we get into the plane. So the texture of this foam is really kind of interesting. It really feels like high quality stuff, and we notice it's really rigid as well. We see a couple carbon fiber rods that go through here, another one here, and this is cool. The servo connects directly to the aileron. So no play there because it's literally connected direct, and it has a carbon fiber reinforcement to add some rigidity. So that's really going to help. The motors, because it's a VTOL, can tip up. Feels like nice strong servo in there. Kind of a real strong setup. And you don't have to worry about how much this can handle landings and stuff because this thing lands and takes off vertically, so you don't have to slide it in or anything, so it's not going to deal with that kind of stress. So, another thing we noticed too, it's got a plug right here for the motor and servo. Actually, yeah, it is all in there. Servo plugs are kind of buried inside there as well. So we'll look at that when the mating plug is on the fuselage. Again, really good packaging. This thing is sealed in tight. The other wing, same. And let's bring this bad boy out. Again, this foam feels really good. Guess we've plane geeks been around us too long that we're excited about foam. The V-tail elevons, or the rudder vader. No, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, V-tail also has the servos connected directly, and a stationary motor on the back. Normally, when you have a tricopter configuration, this back one would turn, but they deal with that by being able to rotate the front props, so that's how you get the yaw control. And you can already see that it's got the single camera sticking out. This has a space here and another panel to be able to use GoPro or even like the run cam or some of the other box cameras. This is metal too. It actually feels like aluminum. Nice little foam pad around where the camera mounts. So let's move on. You can see already the antenna is sticking out, cut right in there for the DJI video transmitter. Let's get the remotes out here. This is so you can push the button on the side of the DJI transmitter. If I can get this out. There we go. All right. So a couple things we noticed right off the bat. they notch these antennas in so they can fit in. Everything fits in snug. Transmitter's mounted with a heat sink that goes right to the outside of the plane. This is mounted to the bottom of that transmitter. So that's great because everyone knows without proper airflow, those DJI transmitters can get pretty warm. GPS is back here. Another heat sink. We're going to dig into that section in a second. And then we talked about the connectors. So this again, this looks like a custom connector that has both the 3 wires for the motors and the wires for the servo. This looks like 4 plugs there. Not 100% sure what that would be for, but yeah, and a nice latching mechanism here. So the wings, when they slide on, will actually latch in place. Again, this won't have the stresses of landing, grass landing and so forth, since it takes off and lands vertically. So, but this, even then, this feels pretty strong overall. I'm just saying it's not going to have some of the stresses that some of the other planes are going to deal with. So, and we haven't been in here yet. They buried the flight controller and everything underneath a panel that has a hex screw here. That looks like maybe 2 millimeter. Let's try it. Oh, go 1.5. Yep. Oh, we got one that's here, loose. Some old tools that we have sitting around here. No. What's the size on the side of these things? Give me the... Do we have any smaller than 1.5? All right, fix the tool. All right. Nothing like having a broken tool to mess up your video. All right. So, actual OMPHobby branded flight controller in here. I'm guessing it's Pixhawk based. I could be wrong. We haven't actually looked that far into it just yet. But it already is programmed to fly this plane right off the controller. So you have all your individual servo outputs here. Kind of looks like a custom panel they put over top of a flight controller, possibly. Oops. And then, like I said, GPS back here. We'll look into that a little bit more for details. This does have an SBUS input right here. So as it stands, it's set up to run off of the DJI system, but I know a lot of you are going to have your own systems that you're going to want to use, so that's built into the flight controller. There are other models that we're going to carry when they get them in stock that maybe don't have the camera in it already and so forth, but for now this one does. But the flight controller and ESC that's stacked right below it have the heatsink, external heatsink there. We're really impressed though. This is a really high quality build, and I'm excited about it. So this version, it has the DJI camera already included, all this set up and ready to go, motors, ESC, battery, case, really a lot here. Charger as well for the battery, small ISDT charger. So this is, I believe, $1,099. And again, when we have some other variants, there's some that are more, some that are less, depending on the level of completion. We're going to pick those up as well. But we were excited about this. We weren't quite sure what we were going to get, but it looked interesting, so we brought one in, and we are really impressed and think that this could be fun both for hobbyists and for other people maybe doing commercial work as well. The ability to hover and land vertically and take off and land vertically is really useful and helps maybe less skilled pilots as well with that built into the flight controller, the ability to do that. So yeah, we just want to do the quick video. We're excited for it. We can get these quickly since we're getting them right around the corner from us. We are in Ohio, so you know, even if we sell what we have in stock, we can restock in a couple days typically. So thanks, appreciate you spending the time with us, and we'll talk to you later.